Agreed.
Agreed.
Right away, sir. What do you want?
Vulture man, Vulture best voice in StarCraft.
Oh,
Is he gonna steal that? I think so.
Yeah.
Oh!
He can win the fight though. He's gonna need a second
probe. Second probe's coming. All right.
Well,
Look at that! Look at that clicking!
Is that Lucira in the booth?
No, dude, I watched soO play. Man, he is that fast.
Yeah.
Damn.
somewhere,
Damn, son.
somewhere Root Cats is like, soO and Cats very close. Still a lot of builds from each other.
Gets the scout off. It's going to be that Nexus first, so we can go for a safe double hatch before pool. Not
This
the
is-
worst situation.
This is the finals of this group, I believe.
Yep. The winners bracket finals. Whoever wins this will qualify for SSL. That's pretty huge.
Whoever loses goes to the loser bracket to try again.
Yeah, and I'm going to confirm.
Who's down there again?
Czech versus DRG in a ZVZ right now.
All right.
Well, soO could do that.
Yeah, I feel like either of these players can win that. So I wouldn't be surprised if both soO and PartinG make it out. In fact, it's just which one has to play more games, you know?
Yep. These qualifiers are brutal. We have seen a lot of upsets in the past. Like, DRG often loses in the first round to, like, unknowns. This has happened a lot. This is actually, I think, the best he's done in a while.
I have to say this year for sure.
I mean, it's like, it's definitely, like, I'm just saying this kind of off the top of the head, off the top of my head, and I do follow every qualifier for every tournament pretty closely, but there's so many, so I could be wrong, but I think this is his best run. I mean, I think I would have remembered if it was like, oh, DRG almost made it, you know?
Yeah, definitely he hasn't done as well in GSL's qualifiers in recent times. And I can't remember what he did in Star League qualify, but he certainly didn't make it.
No. He certainly did not. Well, see what build we're going to see here for PartinG. Starting that Cyber Core. He's got tons of gas already built up here.
Do you guys think we'll see DTs?
Yeah, actually,
I had no-
I kind of think so. To be
Because
honest.
soO, I mean, he wasn't watching the games. Of course, he was playing his own game. Or is it? I guess he could have possibly gone behind PartinG. Like,
it is possible. It is possible.
I
but,
would have done that for sure, man. If I had to play this guy and like I
I would-
finished before him, like I'd be waiting behind him.
because soO was waiting. You know.
yeah.
I think there's a high chance that one of his teammates, because there's a lot of SKT players here, kind of tipped him off a little bit. But this is a qualifier. These are best of threes that are on one game per map. I really don't think that either player is really going to change up their style. They're just going to scout. Like, now they're going to assume anything.
3 gates. Gonna see some pressure.
Seems that way.
4 gate pressure.
Well.
Current boost on that core.
This is a pretty good thing to do against someone like soO, who is also very greedy.
10 drones were just made. Do you see a Stargate? Right.
Yeah. I think it's just going to be for Oracle.
Yeah.
I'll
Kind
be-
of
get a
the
third.
standard sort of response for 3 hatch before pool as well, going with that Oracle.
Yeah. Sorry, Ling. This is a Protoss only base. No Lings allowed.
Oh, so this was 3 gates, not 4.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, 3 gates and
I thought that pylon was a gateway. I'm like, oh no.
It's like a little mini gate, like on dual site.
What?
Please tell me somebody remembers that.
I remember the map, but I didn't remember the mini gate.
On that map, the 2 watchtowers were like mini warp gates that transformed when you step on them. Transformed from gateway to warp gate, but it was just a watchtower. Kind of weird.
Oh yeah,
Here
I
comes the
remember that.
pressure. Yeah, a lot of links being made. Speed
Yeah.
not too far away either, so he won't die to this by any means.
He's making a. Well, it looks like PartinG wants to go for 3rd base.
Yeah, this is simply pressure and with a possible recall.
He just wants to force Lings, and then the Oracle is going to help defend against those Lings at his 3rd. It's like textbook, straight up PvZ. I like that PartinG is kind of playing some straight up PvZ versus soO. It's going to be a good game.
Yeah, it is going to be a good game. Let's see how soO's going to react to once he's got his speed. Like, he's going to force the recall at least, and he's going to go straight for that 3rd base, try and cancel it, as he sees it. Here we go.
Recall. There you go.
Goes straight for that 3rd. He's got spores in place already. Nice. Even Roach is on the way. I like this. He maybe overcompensating, or maybe he really wants to cancel that 3rd base.
Well, I think he definitely wants to. Ooh, PartinG. He's
Taking
actually
sick damage.
Yeah, he needs to be like going back home with this.
Yeah, Oracle not in place to defend. Second one coming in, but that's a ton of Lings.
That is.
I think he's going to cancel this.
I think so.
It's got a full surround.
Oh, sentries. Might be able to save it.
Oh, it's
Where were they? What was?
No
What?
cancel. No cancel.
I think he must have miscued the command. That was just like there's just simply no excuse. I mean, that he like force field on top of the Nexus anyways. It doesn't make any sense. Like that was just clearly a mistake.
I thought he was going to surround it with force fields and just save it, but
yeah, I think that's what he planned to do, but he clearly messed it up.
Oh, PartinG lets him get up the ramp. Nice force fields here. Going to lock out all of those roaches.
Man, these force fields are ridiculous.
Yeah.
And yeah, he gets every link for it.
It like makes soO like have like huge regrets in his life. He's like, oh god, I remember like in the qualifiers when I attacked into that narrow choke point. That was one of my biggest life regrets.
Yeah, well, it just gives you PTSD, man. Like you shake every time you go near a sentry from now on, especially with PartinG.
He's telling Oob he never wants to play on Overgrowth in Pro League ever again.
Hey man, no regrets. Okay, no regrets.
We have a Void Rays coming out to help hold on to that base, and these Oracles are still going to continue to be annoying. We just make mincemeat out of Lings. By the way, are you guys familiar with the Alive clan that soO's in here? Like,
yeah.
What do you know what the clan is? Because like
it's just some random online clan.
Okay, so it's not like a Starcraft 1 like X like training like
It
B-teamer
might be.
clan or
It
something.
might be like one of those ones, like Next and all those ones.
I really would love to know, like, if somebody on Twitter knows the Alive clan, because I'm just simply not familiar with it.
Like I remember them for sure, but yeah, it's just one of those online clans that you just see, like the one that like, Life was on was Next. And
yeah.
Same with like just about every other player out there has one of those clans.
Well, foO was like that actually before it became a pro gaming team.
Yeah, that's right.
foO and Next are kind of unique in that, as they kind of just became teams on their own without big name sponsors. Whereas like OGS was like one of the first big sponsored StarCraft 2 teams, and they had TSL, which had the highest salaries back then, which was a ton of money for StarCraft. Actually, still to this day, that's a lot of money, how much they were getting.
Oh, really? I had no idea.
I think they got like 30K.
Well, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Big run by there at the third base.
Giving up that fourth. Yeah, third base. Doing some good damage. You actually saw how many probes are there as well, which really gives it away that he's going for a complete all-in. Linkstalker +2. There's those warp ends.
You know, this is like kind of that Linkstalker fall. I mean, this is just straight up like 2014 PvZ. Like this is like last year in a nutshell. What we're watching here.
soO's ready for it though. Well, in a way. Still, it's going to be one of those fights where everything gets halved.
Yeah.
This is PartinG, man.
We literally just saw PartinG kill Terror like this
Yeah.
in the beginning of that first game where we were watching. Like we just jumped into the end where he died. We're like about to watch the same thing possibly happen here. soO a lot better than Terror, but look at these force shields.
Gonna get the mothership pretty quick here.
Sick time warps as well.
He gets them down before the mothership core dies, which is the coolest part of it all.
Not taking too much damage on those Hydras, but still, I mean, the force fields just dominate everything.
Really nice positioning.
His buffer units, the roaches, are mostly dead here.
Only +1 attack for these Zerg units compared to the +2, and just with all these force fields. I mean, PartinG, I feel like he could be doing a better job with this blink micro and not fighting into this concave exactly.
Well, I mean, he's still chipping away, but definitely could have been better.
Still got a lot of warpins.
DRG is just churning out the units, though. He's got plenty of larva, and he's got a ton of money.
If only DRG did this, man. soO, those.
Oh, sorry, I don't know why I'm saying DRG.
No, but still, nice concaves from soO. He's definitely getting the good initiations here. And, ooh, Oracles did a fair amount of damage. I actually think soO might have enough.
Yeah, I think he's going to hold here. The other sentries are gone.
Still bad concave. He should maybe get back.
Yeah. PartinG, if he knew about that fourth, he could actually go over there and maybe kill it on his way out. He actually just wants to continue to fight.
A lot of Hydras on the way here.
11
more. Should be able to kill this fourth.
Yeah, he should do.
God, how many times I say DRG, guys? I'm like, I'm not
Doesn't matter, man. Everyone knows what you mean.
Everyone knows what I mean.
Yeah. So this is, once again, 3-base versus 3-base.
Yep, and it's going to be tough to actually engage straight up into those Hydras.
Yeah,
PartinG is like, just like, I'm not making Colossi today. He's just not going to do it. He just really wants, he likes taking these fights. His micro is incredible. soO's struggling to hold on near the Zealots as soon as they can get through due to a little bit of tanking.
This should be enough, maybe, for soO.
I'm not so sure. A lot of these
It's
stalkers are really
close.
in the red, but
So close.
That was some sick micro out of PartinG there.
Okay, blinking back again.
Oh, this is a bad place to be fighting. That's simply too many Stalkers now.
Yeah, it's starting to become that critical mass.
28 right now.
The next Warpin's going to, I think, maybe seal the deal here.
Oh, man.
He can never get a favorable engagement against these Stalkers because the thing about Stalkers, it doesn't matter if they're clumped up or not like this because they're just going to blink back and the new ones are going to come forward. Hydras don't do that. Blink is such a unique mechanic in that way. PartinG takes a supply lead now. Drones are starting to die.
Everything's getting whittled down. There's not enough Hydras. Pulls the drones, but it's too late. There's not enough sort of Hydras to do damage, and he move commands them as well.
soO wins. Or soO dies. Oh my god. soO wins. soO wins.
Wolf's
soO
on
wins.
point to